The police stop investigating the death of a family in Kalideres because there is no criminal element. Hi guys, welcome to Facts Revealed. Please subscribe this channel so you don't miss the updates. Polda Metro Jaya has stopped investigating the death of a family in Kalideres, West Jakarta. The reason is, the death of one family is certain, there is no criminal element. The Director of General Criminal Investigation of Polda Metro Jaya, Kombes Hengki Hayati, said that the phenomenon of the death of 4 people in one house is quite unique because it rarely happens. The results of our investigation found no criminal incident, so we will stop investigating this case in the future. We have found that the death that occurred at the Kalideres crime scene was a natural death under unnatural circumstances. So, this is a quite unique phenomenon for us. It is also a very meaningful experience and it is very rare to find cases like this. Therefore, in the future we will work with the campus to research this phenomenon, said Hengki, quoted from Kompas TV. The termination of this investigation was carried out because it was also supported by the results of the examination which did not show any acts of violence. Asri Megaratri Pralebda, a forensic doctor at Bayangkara Hospital TKIR said Sukanto, said that the results of the examination found that there was no element of poisoning or starvation. Allegations of starvation before this disproved because the team of doctors have found the rest of the faces containing carbohydrates. The 4 of them died due to illness. The 4 victims died because of a history of illness with a different order of death. The doctor also confirmed that the cause of death was not starvation. The order of death from the 4 bodies was Mr. Rudianto, followed by Mrs. Reni, then Mr. Budianto, and finally Ms. Diane. We can clearly and confidently state that the cause of death for Mr. Rudianto was due to a disease of the gastrointestinal tract and for Ms. Reni was an abnormality in the breast. Meanwhile, the definite cause of death for Pak Budianto is a new or acute heart attack. The cause of death for Diane's mother was a respiratory disorder accompanied by chronic respiratory disease, explained Asri. On these 4 bodies, Asri believes there were no signs of violence or injuries in their places. In fact, the doctor found a stool analysis, namely the discovery of carbohydrates and fiber in the process analysis of Mr. Budianto and Ms. Diane. This has removed the assumption that they both died of starvation, explained Asri. Previously, the mystery of the death of a family in Kalideres had caused commotion and confusion among the people. The reason: several irregularities occurred in this death. This irregularity was seen when investigators conducted a crime scene (TKP) investigation at this iron-fenced house. Following are the irregularities that occurred in the death of a family in Kalideres. Quoting Kompas TV, books that discussed religion were also found at the victim's house. Investigators are also trying to explore whether there is an understanding in the books related to the tragedy of this death. At the TKP, books of various religions were also found. Investigators need to investigate whether there are streaks or underlined sentences. If you find readings that can be used as support, it will strengthen the motive for his death, said Kompolnas Benny Mamoto. This is because there has been public suspicion that the family may have certain beliefs. Furthermore, until now there has been no solid clues to convince it. Padlock position: the padlock or house key is locked from inside the house. Of course, mastery of the key comes from the occupants of the house, namely the 4 people. Neat house condition: West Jakarta Police Head of Criminal Investigation Unit, Kompol Haris Kurniawan, stated that the conditions inside the house were neat and not messy. Until now, Haris has not been able to conclude whether the 4 bodies were murder victims or not. The conditions inside the house are neat. The 4 bodies have been taken to the Kramat Jati Police Hospital for an autopsy so that the cause of death of the victims is known, said Haris. Thank you for watching.